So we know eventually we're going to talk about the whole Jim Herd debacle on the program here, but at least for now, let's keep the talk to the WWF because once
Yes,
you make the decision, hey, I'm done with Jim Herd, I'm out of here. Do you call Vince? Had Vince been contacting you? Do you talk to Pat? How does that first
I call
dialogue happen?
I called Vince directly.
And so you called him at home and said, hey, what do you say?
I said, I know you're probably going to think I'm crying wolf again, but I'm ready to go. And I explained
Wow.
exactly, I explained everything from the Daytona Beach conversation to offering to go to Columbus, Georgia and drop the belt to Barry and her, give me the dialogue, which needn't be repeated again. Same shit. Go fuck yourself. I'll send someone to get the belt. And,
Right.
who would Doug Dillinger? Doug, it's funny we didn't ask Doug that story last week. He'd be a great guest on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I said, Doug, actually, they owe me money on it, which was the truth, which I eventually got paid. I gladly would have given it to her. I know I remember seeing the money. That
Right.
was a decided factor. Because back in the old days, the champion had to put up 25 grand, and I'd had it. Ultimately, I got a check for, I think you and I have discussed it, either 36 or 46 or something like that from
Right.
Watts before I went back, before I gave it back to him. So, then I made a mistake of selling the other belt through hard times when I was having difficult times financially to Hunter along with the gold roll, which I can't get back to this day. It doesn't look like I'm going to get it back.
Let's talk about your first television taping. I can't believe this is real, but boy, they loaded it up for you, man. You've got an interaction with Roddy Piper, Randy Savage, and Vince McMahon. And I think this might be the first instance Vince is physically involved. He gets hit with a chair and even stretchered out. That is a vote of confidence for him to put himself in an angle and have the physicality like this. And I think you might be the first person he did that for. How cool is that?
It's very cool. I mean, I just feel like he just gave me, certainly they gave me every opportunity in the world to get over and gave me top talent to work with. And not only that, Roddy is one of my best friends. I feel like Randy and I always had a nice relationship. Hogan and I are good friends to this day. It was a tremendous time of life for me.
Dave McClay says, when you first arrived to the WWF, did you realize right away that Vince might be the best wrestling promoter you'd ever worked for?
Absolutely. I didn't even have to think twice. My God, it's such a professional organization as it remains today. It just, you hear these, they're like, there's always been, can be something, someone's always going to have something negative to say about somebody. That's just life. But I just can't think of anything negative to say about the WWE as a promotion, um, as a promotion overall. I haven't always liked the decisions they've made, but it doesn't stop you from respecting who they are. There's a reason why they're the best.
Lenny Bakken wants to know, did Rick get to go to Vince's house for any of the contract discussions? That's kind of a famous thing we hear about Rick. Did you ever go to
Yeah, I
Vince's
did.
estate? What was that like?
Absolutely. Unbelievable. They still have it. They're right there in,
Greenwich, right?
yeah, in Greenwich. Yeah. I believe they still have the home. It's absolutely beautiful. I think at that time they lived next door to Yvonne Lindell, but
Wow.
it's in a state. It was beautiful. And of course he had this phenomenal gym was what probably his, uh, pride and joy in the whole first thing he showed me, but it was just beautiful. And, Stephanie was there that day. And, I remember I was so nervous. We were eating tuna fish and shrimp. I mean, something just a little healthy food, right? And I got, what do you call that when you start joking on the tuna fish? Oh, I had like a
That's the
hangover.
reflux or something like
Yeah,
that.
asked the reef.
Yeah.
I kept going to the bathroom. He must have thought there was something wrong with me. I was joking at it, and I hadn't eaten quite that healthy in quite a while. And we were drinking Diet Coke. There was no beer.
One last
Yeah,
one from